Good morning, Connie. Thank you for joining us here at Trinity Health and Wellness in Louisville. And you are here today to basically kind of tell us your story, your health journey. And I remember, Connie, you coming in about 2.5 years ago to see me. And I'll never forget it because you told me you had 18 symptoms. And these were symptoms that I thought, oh my gosh, where do we even begin? You know, and I wanted to help you so much. And so, kind of tell us about that day that you came in and how you changed your own health in your life.
Oh, I'd be glad to, and you have helped me so much on this journey. It's been an incredible one. So I had all these things going on, and they didn't seem to fit together, and I was beginning to think that maybe, I was going crazy or something, or is this what really happens to people as they age? I just didn't feel like it could all fit together into any pattern.
Right.
As a speech path, I see a lot of people coming through the therapy with different, all kinds of symptoms and disease processes, but this one, I just couldn't make it fit in anything.
Right.
So thankfully, you suggested that we do some extensive blood work that, oh my goodness, gave me pages and pages of information. I was very impressed.
Yes.
And also some food allergy testing. And so that gave me information that was really eye-opening to me. Had some things I really needed to work on with my blood work. Kind of indicated some things that maybe weren't there yet but were looming.
Right.
And then I did have some allergies and even some sensitivities to different foods that kind of made me look more at, well, what am I eating? And I thought I was eating a healthy diet already,
Sure.
pretty healthy comparatively to
Yeah,
other Americans.
I think we all do sometimes
right.
feel like we eat healthy, but when we really look at it closer, we're not sometimes.
Very true, very true. So that caused me to start doing some research on my own, and I found out some really interesting things.
Yeah.
The first thing that I wanted to share was that our bodies are incredible, and they have so much potential in being able to heal
Right.
from so many things, and we just keep kind of bombarding it with things that we really shouldn't.
Yeah.
And it can be a real detriment, and it can kind of add up. And so I was actually kind of earning some of my crazy symptoms that I was having by what I was putting in my body and doing to my body.
Right.
So it was.
And so 4 months, I remember 4 months after you making some dietary changes, you went more plant-based. We talked about the healing aspect of plants and how it can help the body heal itself, and not just one disease or illness, but multiple all at once. And so you really took that information to heart, and you totally changed and went on a 100% plant-based diet. And I believe you're still on the 100% plant-based diet.
Yes, I am.
And so you choose your foods that are all plants. They come from plants, seeds, nuts, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and you're doing amazing. So I think 4 months after I saw you, you said that you were down to 1 or 2 symptoms. You didn't have the 18 symptoms. And I also remember you telling me that you just felt like you were dying. You didn't feel good anymore. And then at that 4-month mark, you just felt alive. Your skin color was different. You were just glowing in health. So what do you think made you continue with the change? So this wasn't something you just did for those 4 months. You've done it for 2.5 years now.
I have.
So tell me what made you stick with it, because that's hard for people to stick with something long term.
It does seem sort of daunting in the beginning to think that you're going to make such a major change. And I did sort of take it slow. I kind of cut out one thing and then another and then another. But you know what? I started feeling better and better and better. And the better I felt, the more incentive I had to stick with it.
Yeah, you didn't want to go back to those symptoms and the feeling bad.
No.
So,
but you have these cravings and these kind of like, oh, I had to give up this or that. So I did test the waters a couple of times, but my body was able to tell me, no, that's not what you need. And I felt bad again. You know, different things kind of crept back in. And so it just became so obvious, such an easy fix that I really needed to make these changes. And then after I really reached that point of just, being aware that it can really make that much difference, I haven't looked back. And it's been fun.
Yes.
And I'm enjoying learning all these new foods and different ways to season things. And I have all these spices and seasonings in my kitchen now, and some different tools that I use too that's made it a lot easier.
Yeah.
So it's been fun.
It's just amazing. I could hear your story every day forever because it's just so empowering. So what would you tell someone else who is thinking about changing their lifestyle? Because that's truly what this is about. It's not about just having a diet for 3 months or 4 months. It's changing your lifestyle and what you eat every day and surround your environment in. And so what recommendations would you give to other people who are maybe considering this?
I would say that right now is probably an easier time to do it because we have so much information online, and there are a lot of different cookbooks, there's a lot of different foods. Even our Walmart has plant-based cheeses and the transition meats. If you don't want to do a bean burger right away, you can sort of transition to that point. I think there's never been an easier time to do it, but it is amazing to eat a live food of what it can do for your body and how it can make you feel. And I'm just thrilled that at this age I don't have to take any medications at all.
Yes.
And I sleep great. I listen to my mother and my siblings talk about, they can't sleep, they wake up in the middle of the night. I sleep like a baby every single night, all night long, and it's wonderful.
That's right. You're giving your body just those dense nutrients that it needs. So, and you have so much passion of this now that you're actually going to be more involved here with kind of educating people on plant-based nutrition. And so I think we'll have you back sometime where you can talk more about some things you would like to do here at Trinity Health and Wellness, just based from your story alone, and getting more people involved in their lifestyle changes and their plant-based eating. So I'll be really excited for you to come back and discuss that too. So
that's great. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you for talking with us today and sharing a little bit of your story. It's probably a lot longer story, but we really do appreciate that, and I hope the community appreciates that as well, that you came to tell that. So thank you very much, Connie.